Buddy, sorry I haven't posted in a while. There's something wrong with my computer, and I had trouble transferring the videos from my phone to my PC. But now I'm good. I made a new account. Well, not a new account, but I made the same account on a new computer. It was it was definitely it took a long time, but we figured it out. So I'm gonna continue from last video. We're gonna pretend nothing ever happened, and I definitely didn't miss 3 weeks of posting. So yeah, we left off on chapter 2, season 6. And by the way, I made a new tier down here. It's the poop tier. That's for a very specific season that I have coming up. But yeah, we're gonna start with chapter 2, season 7, also known as Invasion. So this season was alien themed, which means we had alien weapons. We had an alien themed battle pass. There was also drivable UFOs, and there was alien themed POIs. Well, not there weren't that many that I remember, but there was like one or two. So I guess I'm gonna start with the loot pool, because that's what makes this is probably the loot pool is probably the most unique part about chapter 2, season 7. There was a lot of fun items. It's like impossible to name them all. There was the Chimera ray gun, which a lot of people hate, but I think it's pretty cool. I've never seen a gun. I'm pretty sure what makes it unique is that I'm pretty sure it has the fastest fire rate in the game. Maybe it's slower than the rapid fire SMG, but I think that's about it. So yeah, it has the fastest fire rate, or second fastest fire rate in the game. There was also weapons like the Grabatron that literally lets you pick up any like props on the island and throw it at people, so that's pretty cool. There was the plasma cannon, which was actually pretty good, especially for build fights. The damage was also decent. I think it did like 60, and it also had a lot of knockback. There's definitely a couple clips of people like knocking people off of mountains with the plasma cannon. It was a really fun item. There was also the inflatable, which is a fan favorite mobility item. Definitely one of my favorites. It's kind of forgotten about, but if you actually remember it, it was really, really good. And you could like double jump up walls, and you could get really high with it. So yeah, the inflatable was fun. There was the rail gun. There was the propifier. There was so many fun weapons this season, and I think that's really cool. The battle pass, in my opinion, was just okay. There was a couple good skins: Superman, Dr. Sloan, Zig and Choppy. But then there was like other skins that felt kind of out of place. Like there was the Googimon guy, which isn't even a good skin in my opinion. It has like a really big hitbox because of the ears, and it felt like out of place. I guess that's a problem with a lot of seasons, that some battle pass skins would feel out of place, but this one felt really out of place. Like I've never heard of Googimon before, and I'm not sure if he has anything to do with aliens, but even if he does, it's like kind of like, who cares about Googimon? So I actually did a bit of research, and I didn't find anything that said Googimon is related to aliens. Maybe he is, I don't know. Again, either way, he just felt really out of place in the battle pass. I'm not going to talk about that anymore because it's really not that deep. I just didn't like the skin that much. So yeah, the battle pass was alright in my opinion. The loot pool is pretty cool. The map, there wasn't that many map changes. I'm pretty sure there was only one. Well, they changed the center of the map, but that was kind of like a small change. There was only one big change, which was they turned Corny Crops into Corny Complex. I actually really liked Corny Complex because it added a whole new layer to the already really cool POI, in my opinion. I really liked Corny Crops. But yeah, they added like a whole underground base where you could find Dr. Sloan. She had a really cool ability. She could like clone herself. That was awesome. So overall, I'm going to say this was an S tier season, or an amazing season. I haven't even talked about the summer event, which was one of my favorite events, if not my favorite event of all time. This season was great. Loot pool. I liked the new map change. The summer event, again, it was awesome. So yeah, this was definitely an amazing season. Next up is the final season of Chapter 2, Season 8, or Chapter 2, which is Chapter 2, Season 8. Uh, this season was about cubes, specifically Kevin the Cube from Chapter 5, or Chapter 1, Season 5, but like multiplied times 10,000. So yeah, basically all the new POIs were based off the mothership from last season crashing into the island. So there was a bunch of like UFO pieces scattered across the map. I thought those areas were actually pretty cool. But there was also the sideways areas, which you would walk inside of them and you would find sideways chests, which gave incredibly mid weapons, which was the sideways rifle, which was basically a nerfed infantry rifle, like really nerfed infantry rifle. And then the sideways minigun, which was basically just, again, a nerfed minigun. You also got the low gravity effect, and there was zombies that you could kill to there's zombies you could kill to get cube parts, which you could use to make your weapons better. So that was pretty cool. I think it was a pretty good upgrade from Chapter 2, Season 6, because, you just kill the amount of zombies you need. It was a lot easier to gather parts in this season than Chapter 2, Season 6. The Battle Pass was horrendous, in my opinion. There was the unicorn skin and then the monkey skin, which, were really out of place and weren't even good skins, in my opinion, anyways. Like, the unicorn and the monkey skin were really, really ugly. And then there was other skins that just felt, again, out of place. It didn't feel right in the season. There was Carnage as the secret skin. What does Carnage have to do with Kevin the Cube? I don't know, but what I do know is that this Battle Pass was incredibly mid. The map was pretty cool, in my opinion. It was really vibrant, and during the Fortnite event, they added a huge new POI, like huge. There was the like pyramid in the center of the map, which was really cool. That it was basically just a whole POI made out of bounce pads. It was kind of annoying if you were fighting somebody in that area, because if you got them low, they would bounce away. But again, that could also help you. If somebody got you low, you would run away on the bounce pads. It was just really fun. There was a lot of clips of people like sniping people out the air with the bouncy things. And I'm not even talking about cars getting involved. If you got a car in that POI, you're going up and down like it was chaos. So overall, I think this season is slightly better than Chapter 2 Season 1, but it's still not great. The Battle Pass was mid. The new weapons were pretty mid. The POIs were pretty cool in my opinion, and the crafting system was way better than Chapter 2 Season 6 in my opinion. So it was honestly a mixed bag for me. Okay, now we are going to talk about Chapter 3 Season 1. I forgot to take it off the lists because I was experimenting with the list earlier today. I was thinking about where I was going to put everything. So, yeah, I'm just going to say it. This was an amazing season. Chapter 3 was a great start to the chapter. The map was great. We were swinging around as Spider-Man. It was awesome. The only thing that I didn't really like about this Battle Pass this season, oh my god. The only thing that I didn't really like about this season was the Battle Pass, which was, there was some good skins, the Foundation and Spider-Man, but everything else was just kind of, there. As for the loot pool, I don't remember the loot pool actually being that great, but there is one weapon that carried the season, and that is, of course, the MK Assault Rifle, or the MK7, because they did add like a rip-off MK7 later on, but I'll talk about that later. So yeah, the MK7 is one of my favorite weapons of all time, and it's actually a lot of people's favorite weapons of all time, which, is pretty easy to believe. The gun was really good. The damage was good. The fire rate was incredible. That's what made it amazing. And it was really accurate, especially because of that red dot, but you could also hit fire it, and it was better than most SMGs at the time. So yeah, I don't have much to say about this season. It was really good. Again, the only thing that wasn't incredible was the battle pass. There was only like 2 good skins that I can name off the top of my head. But yeah, I thought this season was pretty cool. And the last season is Resistance, aka Chapter 3, Season 2. This was a war themed season, and I actually really liked this season. But it wasn't perfect, don't get me wrong. But I really liked it. I'm gonna put it in A tier. So, first of all, this season added what's it called? Zero build to the game. And zero build is one of the most genius ideas Fortnite has ever had. Like seriously, zero build brought so many players back to the game. It's not even funny. And nowadays, it's not a rare sight to see more people on zero build than actual build mode. The new POIs, aka, well, I'm pretty sure there was another new POI, but the blimps were like the most memorable POIs added this season because there was multiple. They were really fun to fight on. Like the blimps were really fun to fight on. There was like the wind turbines on the side that you could use to get down. There was also zip lines that you could use to get up or down. There was the cannons that you could shoot people with or shoot yourself off like a cannonball. They were a bit glitchy, but they were still fun nonetheless. You could also kill IO guards to take their weapons, or you could kill bosses because some blimps had bosses there. And if I remember correctly, Dr. Sloan was one of the bosses. I don't know if she was on a blimp, but she dropped a striker AR. And this was basically a regular, what's it called? Burst assault rifle, except it had a scope and it was really accurate. A lot of people really like this gun. I like this gun too, especially Dr. Sloan's. It was hard to get. It was because Dr. Sloan, she's a hard boss to kill, especially with all her IO guards. But yeah, it was definitely worth it. The Battle Pass was a mixed bag for me. There was Doctor Strange, Howler, and there was Gunner, which were all pretty good skins. And then, there was a couple others which I didn't really like that much. The loot pool was actually pretty refreshing in my opinion. There was a lot of old weapons that came back. There was the revolver. The drum shotgun was also unfortunately added this season, but it's pretty cool that instead of making new weapons, they brought back items that haven't been in the game for a long time. And don't get me wrong, I like new items. Like, I like them to make new items better than just bringing back old items. But this was pretty refreshing that they really didn't have that many new items at all. So yeah, I think this was a great season. There was zero build. The Battle Pass had a couple good skins in it. Blimps were really fun to fight on. And the loot pool was pretty unique. And that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. But yeah, I'm going to try posting more consistently from now on. And I'll see you guys next time.